Hi guys, we're both here today. We're going to do a joint session, so it's going to be a mix of cardio blitz and boot camp. So we're going to do a 20-minute blast. It's going to be high intensity interval, lots of all over body conditioning. We're going to do abs, lower body, upper body, so every muscle group works, and we're going to try and hit it short and sharp as hard as possible. If anyone's concerned, Karen is in my bubble, so that's why we're allowed to be in close proximity. Okay, so nice, easy warm-up, as we usually start, just jogging on the spot. So as I said, it's going to be fairly tough today. We're going to try and work the whole body as much as we can. So make sure you've got your water, something next to you. You've got a towel. Okay, get some music on. All right, slightly higher with the knee raises. And then we go hip height, so driving up. If you don't like impact, if your knees are painful, you can do the same exercise with the knee lifts, just march instead of running on the spot. So you do what you feel you can do. Like everything, if you feel an injury, you change it to how you feel best. You know your own body. Okay, heel flicks up at the back. So just from side on, just low ones to start, so not too much lift. Keep your core on from the beginning. Slightly higher, and then heels all the way to the bottom. Should start to feel your heart rate lifting. Okay, slowing it down, we're going to do some leg swings. So holding on to the wall, we're just going to get leg swings forward and back. Okay, again, it's a dynamic hamstring stretch. So you should feel the hamstring in the back of your leg. Try and keep your hips level all the time. So you're not rocking backwards and forwards, your hips stay level. Okay, we're changing sides. We're going to try and keep everything nice and sharp today because it's only a 20-minute session. So we're going to try and blitz through it. Just make sure you've got a little bit of space around you, don't go kicking anything off tables. Okay, we're going to do some shoulder rolls, so some bent over shoulder rolls, upper body to warm the upper body up. And backwards as well, move them back. You might hear a few clunks and clinks through your shoulders. You know your range of movement, try and get as much range as you can. Even when we're doing this, core is still engaged. Okay, from there we're going to lunge forward and we're going to twist as well. So again, dynamic movement. When your left leg steps forward, you're going to twist to your left and then push back. Right leg steps forward, twist into your right. So you're alternating. Really try and keep your knees in line down that position. When you twist, you don't want to be turning that knee. So it's just your trunk that's twisting. Knee stays in line. Okay, last one. There we go. Good. All right, so the session is going to be high intensity interval. A lot of you will have done it before. It's Tabata format. So we work hard for 20 seconds, then you recover for 10 seconds. We do that 8 times for the same exercise. This first exercise is going to be your walk out, press up, walk back, and jump. So start, feet together, you bend your knees, hands go onto the floor, you walk out into a press up position, you do a press up, you then walk back, and when you stand up, you jump into the air. You don't have to put the jump in, you don't have to put a full press up in. Everyone's different fitness levels. So you can walk out, drop to your knees, do a press up, walk back, and then just stand up, and you don't have to do the jump, and you can do that one again. So you pick and choose. You want it to be a challenge, but you don't want it to be hurting anything, your back, your shoulders, anything like that. All right, here we go. Hopefully you're going to be able to hear the bleeps. We have a 5-second countdown, 20 seconds work, then 10 seconds rest. Obviously, we'll be doing it, so follow us. Okay, 5 seconds, countdown. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's a walk out, press up, walk back, and jump into the air. You go in your own time. Obviously, the deeper you go into the press up, the harder it becomes. And relax there, good. So it's 20 seconds. Those bleeps are a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Okay. Next one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Second one's harder already.
You do start to feel it quickly. Don't make it a race.
I'm kind of racing you.
5 seconds. And relax there. Good. Okay, only 10 seconds rest. Get your deep breaths in, recover. Round number 3 out of 8. Good. As we said, you know your own body. When you're doing your press ups, make sure everything's in line. So your whole back has to be in line. What we don't want when you're doing press ups is where you've got a big arch in your back there. We don't want that press ups there. I'd rather you're up, kneeling down, and kept your back in alignment. Okay, let's go. Next one. So this takes us to the halfway. If you feel your technique getting a bit ragged, taking a slightly easier version. Still, quality is more important than quantity. Relax down, good. So that's the halfway, that's 4 down, 4 to go. Big deep breaths. And let's go. Still strong. If you can, you stay up on your toes. When you need to, you drop to your kneeling position. If your knees are getting sore at all in that jump, just take them out. Well done. 5 done. Should be starting to warm up now. This exercise does shoulders, thighs, core. Let's go, let's go. Hopefully, you can hear the bleeps. If not, just follow us. We'll follow Karen more. She's going to be more on time. 5 seconds, you might get one more in. Even if you get half of one. Relax there, or stop. Here we go. Next round.
What number is this?
This is number 7. So we've got this plus one more. Well done. Come on, let's keep the quality there. Keep that jump if you can. Explode up into the air if you've got energy. And relax there. Well done. Last one. This is it. We change the exercise after this. Come on, hit it hard. Well done. Come on, come on, come on. Hold that strong core. Don't let the back arch down. 5 seconds. And relax there. Well done, guys. Brilliant. Have your rest. Take your water on. Recover. Okay. Big deep breaths. So, the next exercise, that was an all over body exercise, but it was predominantly for upper body. What we're going to do now is a lower body exercise, okay? So we drive ourselves forward. We're going to do a jump squat forward and a low walk back. So your feet hip width apart, bend your knees into a squat, drive yourself forward, and then try and walk back in a low position. So from the side, you're going to be jumping forward, land there, don't land all the way down, land there, and then try and walk back in that low position. Really tough. Legs, heart rate's going to be high again. Another cardio buster. All right, ready to go. 5 second countdown. And let's go. Okay. I'm fine on the upper body ones. These are the ones that I struggle with. The legs. Remember, we're keeping that knee alignment, so your knees are in line. Don't let your knees come in, don't let your knees flare out, you're in line. Big deep breaths.
One is tough.
First one's tough, that's always worrying when the first one's tough. Okay, here we go. That's it, same as usual. We don't want your back to be sore. You don't have to over jump. You don't want to slip with your feet, so you don't have to over jump. You want to land softly as well. Don't jar your knees. Oh, done, relax there. Good. If you need to in between times, stretch off your quads. If you need to, if you want to give them a little bit of a stretch. Number 3. Remember, it's a short, sharp session today, guys. Don't worry about how many exercises. We're only doing 4 in total. This is number 2. Good. Well done. All right, catch your breath. Suck in the oxygen. You feel your glutes working, you feel your quads working. Core has to work as well to hold your upright position. What we don't want is facing the floor when you land. Try and keep that squat position. Oh, showing off on the press ups. Oh, can't keep up. Well done. Okay, so that's us over halfway. That's 4 done, 4 to go. Ready for it. That rest seems to disappear quickly. Shouldn't have started so quickly.
I was going to say.
Starting to fail. And relax there. Good. Well done. Okay. Chipping away at it. We're getting there. Need your oxygen. You feel your heart rate going high. Your breathing rate will be high. Focus on your technique. Make sure your knees aren't sore. If your knees are sore, just go into some standing squats. Relax. That's 6 done. 2 left. 2 to go. We change the exercise in 2 more. Let's go. High energy now. Come on, come on, come on. 5 seconds. Well done. Relax there. Right, I've saved my energy. I'm going to go for it on this one. I'm going to beat her. Here we go. Let's go. Still form's got to be good.
You've got to talk through it.
4. 10 seconds. I'm done. I'm done. Well done. Well done. All right, that's it. There's your 8 sets. Recover. Big deep rest back in.
Do it with someone.
It does help. I think it does help again. Whether it's on screen, whether it's with friends, it just gives you that extra motivation to give you a bit of a push. Right. Take your halter on. Next exercise is going to be a plank into press up. Okay, so you all know plank position. You're there. You might be there. Doesn't matter. I don't really mind as long as your technique's good. What we don't want is where you're there with an arch in your back or bum up in the air. So you're either there or you're there, but you're strong core. You're going to choose one arm. It doesn't matter which one. It pushes up. Follow it up with the other arm and then down. So this is my left leg, my left arm leading. We're going to do 20 seconds with your left arm leading, 20 seconds with your right arm leading. So we alternate all the time. This is a tough exercise. So I don't mind, as long as you're holding that core position. I don't mind if you're on your knees or on your toes. All right, here we go. Find a position, 5 seconds, starting that plank. And we're going. So you do as many as you can. Remember your back stays nice and flat.
Feet parallel or a bit wide.
Try and keep them parallel if you can. It makes it slightly easier if you put your feet wider. So you've got that choice. And relax. So if that was your left arm leading up, now lead with your right arm. Okay, ready to go. Let's go for it, let's go. So obviously you can see the plank position, you got it there. It's a big tricep exercise, so it's from the back of the arms, but it works around that whole midsection as well, that whole corset area, around that section. So obviously the plank is for the core, but it's a big tricep exercise. Okay, last couple. All right, relax down, good. So that's 2 down, you're back to your first arm again. Suck in the air. Again, give your arms a little bit of rest. Plank position. Let's go. If you're worried about your position or you feel your back at all, drop to kneeling. And rest. Good. Next one takes us to the halfway point. Should be starting to feel it now. Should be starting to get tough. Here we go. Next arm, other side. You might find one side is stronger than the other. Most people have got one side that's dominant. And relax down. Good. Well done. So that's the halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Back onto your first arm again. Back on.
Exercise is easier.
Much easier, nice easy finish you've got. Obviously, everyone, it's getting tougher for everybody. If you can grit your teeth and push through it, great. If you need to drop to an easier level, just drop to that 3/4. It doesn't make it much easier. Relax down. Okay, 3 left. Come on, come on, come on. We're back on. Focus on your position. Make sure those abs are tight. Well done. Relax there. Okay, 2 left. Remember, we've got these 2 plus 1 full round of exercises and we're done. 1 more on each side. This is number 7.
Getting slower.
Yeah, really tough now. My hips want to go up as well. I keep checking myself from there to there. And relax. 1 more, last one. Whole thing changes after this. Here we go. Final push. Let's go. Come on, no holding back now. Nothing to save energy for. Five seconds. And relax down. Well done. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Obviously, triceps tough there. If you want to drop one over the top of your head. Sorry, we are finished. Okay. Drop over. Give yourself a few seconds. The next exercise, we're going to need a chair for. So if you need to pause the video at all, pause it and just grab a chair. Okay. So, it's a leg set. The aim is to actually sit in your chair, okay, with one leg. So one leg is on the floor, one leg's lifted. Doesn't matter where it's lifted. You sit down into your chair and then drive up. So you're actually resting at the bottom, trying to keep your weight through your heel and keeping it sitting back in so your knee stays behind your toe. All right, the trick of this one, if possible, we're going to do 4 on the right side and then 4 on the left side. So like the plank, we got to have a rest each time. This time you're doing 4 in a row and then changing it for 4 in a row. Okay.
What's the easier version of this one?
Yeah, if you want to take the easier version, sorry, you can alternate it. You can also do, if you don't want to go, if you haven't got a chair, some chairs are obviously too deep and you won't get back up again. So if you haven't got a chair, find a wall, light touch, and just do a single leg squat without the chair, okay? So you've got options there. If you've got knee issues, again, do your normal squat. If you feel knee pain or ankle pain or hip pain, anything like that. Right, this is it. Last one. Here we go. Drive up. So it's as many as you can.
And you can sit right back.
Sit into it, yeah. Sit onto the chair. The trick is try and keep your knee in line. What we don't want is that front knee wobbling all over the place. So you try to keep it bang in line. There we go, good. All right, a few seconds. We're gonna, if you can, we stay on that same leg. If you need rest, change it over. Okay, there we go, so we're off. So again, you can see the weight stays through the heel. You're not allowing it to go onto the toe. You lower into the seat and then stand up nice and tall at the top. So you're pressing your head towards the ceiling as you come up. Make yourself as tall as you can. There we go, relax down, good. It's up to you if you stand and stretch or you sit down in between, it doesn't matter. It's only 10 seconds. Same leg again if we can. Here we go. And I noticed there on my first one, it was a bit wobbly. So you have to, if you're struggling, keep it a bit slower and keep it more deliberate.
I noticed when you start to fatigue as well, you drop into it a bit more. So rather than lowering, you kind of...
Yeah, you do. It is difficult. It gets tougher and tougher as we go on. So the idea is we just lightly touch down. You're not falling into the seat. Last one on the right leg or left leg, wherever you started. Nice and tall at the top. Good. Shoulders go back. Might get one more in. Good, all right. So that's that side done. We've done four lots and we've finished today. Light stretches and we're done. Opposite side, unless you've been changing every time. So the likelihood is you did your dominant side first. So this is going to be tougher. I can already feel myself wobbling. So I'm just going to slow myself down. Yeah.
It's amazing how quickly you improve on these ones as well.
Yeah, you do find your balance.
So you stop wobbling after a few reps, take it slower, I think.
Yeah, your stabilising muscles do adapt to it, so they kind of switch on and work out what it is you're doing. Done. So obviously, the whole body's tired now.
And just make sure the chair's right behind you.
Yes, yeah. You've got a nice sturdy chair and it's not going to slip on the floor. There we go, good. Okay, again, I'm starting to notice a bit of wobbling. I'm falling into the seat a little bit harder. Just make sure you really try and control it. 2 to go. Again, you can tell when it gets tough. If your knee starts to hurt, don't take any chances with joints. If it's muscles, great, try and grit your teeth and push through. If it's joints, take an easier version. Go into the double-legged squats, whatever we need to do. All right, last one on this side. We then lose the chairs, short, sharp stretch. There we go. Ooh. No, I can tell it's going. Control.
Yeah, you want to make sure good knee, foot, hip alignment.
Yeah, the alignment's the most important thing. Oh, last one. There we go. Good. Well done, guys. Fantastic. That's the 8 rounds. So lose the chair. We're just going to sit on the floor, couple of minutes to stretch off. Okay. So soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop down at the side. Try and sit up nice and tall as well, so we've got that tall position. Let the knees drop down. If you want an extra stretch, you can press your knees in, press your elbows into your knees. Try and give it a bit of a push down at the side.
It's tough.
It was tough today. It was short and sharp, 20 minutes-ish. 25 minutes, but well done for getting it done. Okay, we'll cross one leg over the other, hug your knee into your chest, pull in for those glutes. So obviously, we did a lot of jumps, we did the jumps forward, we did the single leg squats. So you can hug it if you want to twist like that, just gives it a little bit of an extra stretch. And change your sides. Again, hugging in close. Try and stay tall. Don't drop your head down, push your head forward. Try and get your shoulders back and your head lengthened up to the spine. Up to the ceiling, sorry. Obviously, make sure you take on plenty of water. I say in all my classes, take on loads of water. If you come up to your feet to standing, you might need something to touch onto just for balance or just a quad stretch. So both legs parallel together. If you want, again, to increase it, if you don't feel it much there, if you push your hips forward and pull your knee backwards slightly, you just get that increase in stretch. Try and keep parallel. We don't want to be out there. Try and keep both legs parallel. And changing sides. Does help if you keep your core on here as well. So you keep your belly button tucked into your spine. Look at one thing, that helps with the balance as well. If your head's moving all over the place, that makes it a lot tougher to control. Okay, hamstrings, one foot out in front. Sit down on your back leg and push your bottom backwards. That front leg stays straight. Drop your chest in. Obviously, different levels of flexibility. So Karen's obviously a lot more flexible, can get a lot lower. I'm quite tight through my hamstrings, so you just go to your level of stretch. You want it to be about 8 out of 10. You want to feel it, but you don't want to be in complete agony. Okay, and change sides. Should be starting to feel heart rate coming down a little bit, so should be getting your deep breaths back in, feeling a little bit more normal.
A bit hot.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's about 30 degrees outside. Okay, calves. So you can either do them on the floor or against the wall. Just where you keep your heel down at the back, dropping your whole body weight forward. And changing sides. Okay, last one. Palms into lower back, squeezing the elbows together. Okay, so you try to squeeze in, pinch your elbows, try and pull your shoulder blades back, stretch across the chest, the front of the shoulders. And there we go, all done. Fantastic guys, well worked. Well done today.